Good morning.
Good morning. Can you
Hello,
hear me?
Mrs. Traveler. How are you?
Oh, very good, but a little bit sleepy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also good, but I'm not as sleepy as you are because I
Why?
had the chance to sleep, longer.
Why? But why? What's going
No, I'm not
on?
sleepy like you. I'm not.
Aha. I understood that you are very sleepy, but your
No.
sweater is really great. I like it so
Oh, thank
much
you.
and colorful. Yeah, I like
Yes,
it. I
and you look
like
so
it.
elegant. You're like a businesswoman on a business
Oh,
trip.
yeah. It's my social mask.
I
It's my
can see how
social mask.
serious you are. It's like,
Yeah, so please be sure if I look very serious that that's just my social mask.
yeah, I
I
also
do
have
not
to
wear my
sometimes wear one.
yeah. Sometimes I have to be serious. For example, when I'm very sleepy, so it means that I'm highly tired, and
Okay.
then I used to lost my things.
Ah,
As for
okay.
example, my computer.
Some
I
time
mean, 4 years,
ago,
4 weeks ago,
weeks
yeah.
ago, yeah, that
Yeah,
was
and when
yeah,
I
stressful.
try to be more serious and more, for
Yes,
example, elegant and more,
elegant, yeah,
official, yeah,
yes.
then I think, I think that I'm more focused and more concentrated on my things, on my stuff, on my laptops, I don't know, passport, eye drops, and all of this stuff.
Yes,
And
which you need for
but that's not
survival.
true. But
Okay,
that's not true.
no,
That's not
okay,
true. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a fake
okay,
story. Uh,
okay.
but but this morning I'm so sleepy that I can even
Uh,
believe in all. I can believe in all fake stories you will tell me.
okay. Tell me, how was your
And
flight? Did everything go on time?
oh,
Did you
great,
leave post 9 on
great.
time? Yeah.
Yeah, everything
Okay,
was on
cool.
time, and
Mm-hmm.
I met my one of my work colleague at the airport in Poznan with her
Really?
husband. Yeah, they were traveling to Algiers.
Ooh. Oh,
They were traveling to Algiers via Frankfurt. I think that it was Frankfurt
but you
via
mean
Frankfurt.
Algeria? Algier?
Algeria,
Algeria. So to
Algeria.
Africa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They were traveling there for 10 days to their friends. They have friends almost on the desert. They have a
Oh my
house almost on the
goodness.
desert, very very close to one of these deserts, and they
Hmm.
will live with them on one level of the house.
Hmm.
And they
And what
said
do
that
they do there? Do you know what they
what
do
do they
there in Algeria? Like they
uh,
are work contracts,
no, only just for
research?
fun, only
No, no,
just
but
for
these
no.
people that they're visiting,
They
Asha,
live there. They live there. Okay, they live there. Maybe
but they're scientists or who are
no,
they?
they just live there. I didn't ask. I didn't ask about all of this, details. So I do not know exactly. My friend told me that her friend definitely prefers living in Algeria because
Rather than in Poland?
yeah, because she
Okay.
finds, for example, jak jest przymiotnik od
Algeria.
algierski? Algerian.
Yes, yes,
So
Algerian,
she
exactly.
finds the Algerian way of growing up kids
Bringing
and
up. Bringing up.
bringing up kids more
Hmm.
healthily, more health, healthily,
Healthy,
healthily, healthy
healthy,
than in
or
Poland.
balanced.
Healthy, more balanced, because she said that in Algeria, kids do not use mobile phones and tablets. They do
Not
not
yet.
watch
Not
TV
yet.
for the
Maybe in
whole
50 years or
day.
100, yeah.
They just play,
Mm-hmm.
and they do whatever they want but
Mm-hmm.
outside, so with
Mm-hmm.
other kids, and they are happy,
Mm-hmm.
etc. I do not like, so I like sun, but with a kind of average, amount. And I hate when I feel that I'm
Sweating.
sweating, yeah,
Sweating, yeah.
sweating. So Algiers is maybe not for me, but for, I don't know, for 10 days, why not? They will visit them for 10 days and just enjoy
Algeria.
Algeria, and just
I'm gonna
enjoy
check
Algeria.
temperature. I'm gonna check the temperature.
No
Okay, it's
idea,
12
no idea. Please
degrees.
check.
It's 12 degrees.
Okay, so it's not very hot.
No, it's gonna be
Okay,
18 soon. Okay, now it's 12 because I think, what's the
okay.
time? It's 9 o'clock and then it's gonna go up to 25.
Okay, so maybe February is a good month for visiting Algeria.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not,
That's
for example,
interesting.
July, or that's, I think, about
Not
50 degrees.
recommended.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing to know. But they were very
Let's.
happy. She was traveling with her husband, and we met
Mm-hmm.
in Poznań at the Ławice airport, and it
Mm-hmm.
was nice. A
In
nice coffee with
Algeria,
them.
sure, that's great. You did some
Yeah,
catching
I've
up.
never been in Algeria, but my one of my friend, her name is
Mm-hmm.
Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Anna is from Serbia and Romania, so she's both Serbian and Romanian.
Mm-hmm.
She has a husband from Algeria, Karim.
Okay.
He's a great photographer and friend
Wow.
of us, and she visited
Mm-hmm.
her for a few times in Poland, in Poznań. So I met him, and he's a very nice guy. Now they live in France, but I know no idea about the name of the town in
Sure.
France. But now they live in France, and from
Great.
time to time they travel to Algeria. But Anna said that the process of traveling to Algeria, it's not difficult, but it's expensive. So
Ah.
even if they live in
Mm-hmm.
France, tickets to Algeria are very
Yes.
expensive. But when
Mm-hmm.
they were traveling from, and when they when they had to buy tickets from Poland, so
Mm-hmm.
tickets were definitely more expensive than from, for example, France, because there's a huge minority in
Yeah,
France
that's. Mm-hmm. I mean,
of
yeah, a lot of people don't go that way.
Algerians,
Algerians, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Algerians, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they, for example, Karim, he speaks French and English fluently, and of course the language. And when I was watching the recording from their wedding, it was
Uh-huh.
so beautiful, amazing, colorful,
Yeah.
fulfilled with colors and with music, with beautiful dresses, not the white one, but
Colorful.
beautiful, colorful dresses with a
Mm-hmm.
lot of all of this
Jewelry.
stuff,
Jewelry.
jewel-
Jewelry. Yes.
jewelry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna looks like, even if he's not Algerian and from Algeria, she looks like, that she's from there.
Really?
Because her hair,
Skin
for example,
carnation? Okay.
yeah, maybe not skin carnation, but hair, the color of the hair, and something in her
Appearance or?
face,
Yeah.
yeah, w rysach twarzy, in their, specific.
Mm,
She has a very specific, very beautiful, extremely beautiful, and specific.
yeah. Like
Which
her
one?
face. Yeah, that's just her face
Like
is
her
very
face.
special.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, very special, and she's happy. He's happy too. Now they are living in France, and they
Mm-hmm.
are happy.
That's
So,
good. Do
and
they have any
I
children?
suppose, no, not yet. But if they have, I'm absolutely sure they will speak Serbian, Croatian, because her father is from Croatia. So Serbian, Croatian, Romanian, French, English,
Algerian.
Algerian, many languages. So
A
they will be
polyglot, yeah.
definitely polyglots. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so you
and
can say,
extremely beautiful, because Karim is extremely handsome man. and he know and he knows
And he
that
knows about it. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
he knows
Okay.
about it. Yeah, he's aware of the fact. No,
Sure.
he's a very nice man. Very, very nice man. He's gifted when it comes to photography and filming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
has the eye, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think, and I'm judging from his. When he, for example, when he spent his free time in Poland, he used to make films. So he used to make
Mm-hmm.
recordings, and then immediately he edited all of these, videos into films or clips,
Wow.
or and I think, judging from this process, I think that he enjoys editing, so the whole process of editing, and I'm going to convince him to
Mm-hmm.
visit Kratovo Festival of Ethnological Films this year, and of
Where?
course
Where? When?
uh, in Kratovo,
University?
in Macedonia. In Macedonia,
Okay.
it's not a
Okay.
university. In a small town in Macedonia, very small town,
Yes.
but
Yes.
extremely, I can say, specific and
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm encouraging you to visit Kratovo. Yeah, to visit Kratovo. So if you have possibility at the beginning of October to spend a few days in Macedonia, please feel free. We are waiting for you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Stanislava
Yay.
coming. Stanislava is coming. I'm coming. So you,
Uh-huh.
Sophia, you are more than welcome.
Oh,
You are more than
wow.
welcome
Yeah,
in
but then how do you
Skopje.
get there? You have to travel to Warsaw, yes? Or
We
what's
have to.
the
You have to travel
flight route?
with plane via Warsaw. So Poznań, Warsaw, Skopje.
Ah, Skopje. Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I found one. I found the return ticket for April for 110 euros return ticket. So I think it's not very expensive, but the trip is really long because it's about 200 kilometers from Poznań.
2000.
But 2000, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
2000, 2000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
1070,
800.
yeah,
Okay.
something,
Mm-hmm.
and 700. But
Mm-hmm.
of course, I will force you, and it will be a kind of symbolic violence
Oh my
to visit
goodness. No,
Macedonia.
that's violence for the sake of education, and broadening your horizons.
We are broadening our horizons together, all together.
Yes, we are.
We
Of
are
course we are. Yeah.
our work is up. I think that and I recognize our work as a mutual work,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mutual collaboration.
absolutely. So if Sophia can have a few days off from his school at the beginning of October, and I'm absolutely sure it's possible. For example, she can be a little bit exhausted and tired because of the school, and
Yes.
she will have to change her environment. Then we will travel together to Macedonia. In Skopje we
Mm-hmm.
have a flat. In Kratovo we will have a hotel, very nice hotel. And I think that you will discover absolutely different place in the world,
Different world. Yeah,
because
sure.
Krakow is, people, and almost everything is both the same
Mm-hmm.
and extremely different.
Okay. So it's a
But you
combination.
have to feel it. What do you think about my voice? Is it okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you very well. Can you
Okay,
hear me as well?
okay.
Are you sitting
Yeah, very
comfortably
good.
too? Do you have a cup of
Yeah.
coffee?
Yes, I have a cup of coffee.
Cool.
I'm sitting in Bianca.
I don't know that
It's
cafe. It's a cafe, Bianca.
It's Stanislava's and my favorite cafe at the shopping airport,
Okay.
because there you have a huge space for chatting, making some
Laughing,
funny
making
things,
fun.
laughing,
Sure.
yeah,
Good. Hmm.
working, maybe not working, just having fun
Yeah, just
between
chilling.
your,
We call it chilling. Let's
just
chill.
chilling, yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when we are together here, we usually need a lot of space, so it's not
Okay.
possible for us to have just one single table. We need
3
at
tables.
least three tables.
Okay.
Yeah, especially then, when we are traveling, when we travel to, for example, Serbia, Macedonia, Croatia, Bulgaria, we
Mm-hmm.
usually meet our friends. So it's almost impossible, but we usually meet
Mm-hmm.
in Poznan or here.
Okay.
Uh, One of our colleagues from our work, because they
Mm-hmm.
are traveling too.
Okay.
Because our institute, it's a multinational, multi-languages institute, and especially
International. Yeah.
international, yeah, and especially when it comes to periods, for example, like now. So now we
Uh-huh.
have 3 days,
Winter. Mm-hmm.
yeah, winter holidays. When it comes to this kind of period, we usually meet each other at airports in Poznan,
Really?
Warsaw, yeah,
Interesting.
Skopje, Belgrade, yeah,
You're like an international
Zagreb.
traveler.
No, we are just traveling to the Balkans, so it's not far away. But for
But
example,
it's
Mariola
still
and Wojtek, they were traveling to Algeria, so we
Algeria.
are
Look at that. Yeah.
Algeria, yeah. And I asked her because she's a specialist of Bulgarian language, and she's a linguistic. And I asked her, "Oh, so you are traveling to Bulgaria?" Mariola said, "No, to Algeria." Okay.
What's the connection between
And
Balkans and
she said, and she
Algerians?
asked, "And you?" To Macedonia only. So
Only. Oh my goodness. Okay.
only,
Okay. Oh
only,
my
yeah.
gosh.
But you will travel to Macedonia too very soon,
Okay.
because you
My
are
dear
going to
professor,
Macedonia at
if
the
you
beginning of.
recommend it, I have to listen,
Yes, you have to listen because I'm older.
This time I
You
have
have
to
to
listen.
listen. What's
Yes.
your horoscope? What's
I'm
your
a
sign in the
Libra.
horoscope?
Libra. October.
Libra, but you are very close to Scorpio.
I don't know where Scorpio starts.
You are almost a Scorpio.
You think so?
You are
I
the
don't remember.
9th of October, and Scorpio started 21st
20,
of October.
22nd,
23, 22nd. So you are
23rd,
very
23rd.
close.
You're right,
Yeah,
23rd.
23rd. So you are
Yes.
very close to Scorpio. Okay,
And you
okay,
believe in
okay.
star signs or what, Asho?
No, I like it. I like it.
Okay. And you?
Because it's
Gosh.
linked. I'm
But you are
Scorpio.
a Scorpio, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's not a kind of belief. Just I like reading about all of this kind of beliefs, customs, rituals, and try to compare and try to observe is it right or not, or maybe something like that. But
Sure.
it's not a kind of belief. But I have to admit that some sort of information they are correct, some sort of not, but it depends, of course. It depends on the person. It depends on everything, almost.
Yes.
Almost.
I was just
Almost.
checking where it originates from, and it's like from the Babylonian times.
Babylonian times. Okay,
Yeah.
so,
Babylonian
okay. I
start
like
catalogs.
Babylonian
Interesting.
start catalogs. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But I
Okie
have no
dokie.
idea who am I in the Chinese horoscope.
Oh, I have no idea. That sometimes changes, yeah. I have no idea. Yes,
Yeah.
so you are ready to rock and roll, yeah? Let's rock and
We are
roll.
ready to rock and roll. We are ready to rock and
Okay.
roll because this morning we have to talk about, and this is really morning. It's
Oh,
This is
it's
really
like
morning.
8 what? 8:50.
8:50 now. Yeah, this morning
Yes.
we will be talking about limerence and
Oh,
limerence,
yes.
about
Mm-hmm.
limerence. So, and the connection between limerence and toxic shame, And as
Yes.
you said a few days ago, limerence is a kind of romantic obsession about someone.
Yes.
But at the core of the obsession is not maybe not a love, maybe it's not a good word. At the core of the obsession is the belief that this very person will heal me, so will heal my self-esteem, will give me my real self-esteem, and will
Yeah.
recover my hopeless and helpless and all of my mental problems and all of my problems with intimacy. But if
Yes.
I understood it well, it's absolutely not possible, because if we are not able uh, to cooperate with ourselves, so if we are not
Yes.
able to have a stable inti-
Stable.
stable intimate relationship with ourselves, so if we are not able to recognize our feelings and our needs, if you are not able to ask for help, if you are not able to tell other people what our needs are, and if we are not able to ask for help with, it's not possible to have a good relationship and a secure relationship with
Yes.
other person. But we in our heads, when it comes to we, I mean, of course, people with CPTSD and any kind of developmental wounding,
Yeah.
early developmental wounding. So we are not able to recognize our own needs, not all our own needs, but usually we divide our needs into at least two parts. So needs that we are aware of, and needs that we are absolutely not aware of because they
Yeah.
are hidden, and because we believe that we have to keep all of these needs under this. Okay, it's not the conscious way, of course, but we keep all of these needs under the huge and extremely, disgusting, toxic shame,
Which is
because
only disgusting for us, right? It's not disgusting
which is
for
only
another, for
disgusting
the
for us.
other. Yeah.
Yeah,
For the
because we
other
are
person.
for
Yeah.
the other person. So for normal person, and when we say and when it comes to normal people, when I say, and of course when it comes to, I can say, psychological terms, normal people, normal environment, normal relationship mean that it's secure. So secure relationship, secure person, secure partner. It means that you feel secure in this relation, and when you
Ship.
feel
Yeah.
secure, you are able to express your feeling and your need, your feelings, your needs, your problems, your everything, which so all of these feelings which are inside, which you
Yeah.
have inside. But it doesn't mean that the other person has to be, for example, 24 hours open for you, and
Exactly.
that when you just switch on the button, she or he has to be aware, okay, now I'm here, now I can help you, because
Yes.
we have to know how to cooperate with ourselves and how
Yeah.
to co-regulate ourselves. Yeah, but it's
Exactly.
highly difficult for us because we have these two, and at least two splitted versions of ourselves. So the one is where our needs are, when we are aware of our needs, and the other way, and the other part is when where our needs are absolutely hidden, and we are so not aware of them that we are not able to recognize them. We are not even able to. We are not just we are not just aware that we are not worth for something, that I cannot, for example, ask for help because something. No, we are, we are totally like, I don't know, black hole in our heads. And I'm absolutely not aware of some of my needs, but as Heidi said,
Ta-da!
the,
Yes.
the problem, and now I'm joining these two speeches. So the speech
Yes.
about limerence and toxic
I
shame, and
hear
the
that
speech
you're
about
smoothly combining the two topics. Yeah, yeah. I'm with
combine these
you.
two
I'm with
topics.
you. Yeah.
Thank you. And the second, so about self-advocacy,
Yes.
that we are not only we, so our one part, and of course it depends on the person. uh, for example, I can be aware of the um, of most of my needs, and only one small part of my needs can be hidden. But maybe a person next to me, he or she, can be, absolutely 90% of, for example, his needs can be hidden. So it depends, of course, it depends on the wounding. So it depends on the intensity and the level of the early developmental wounding, and
Exactly.
the level of the trauma. And of
Yeah.
course it depends on the diseases that occurs. For example, if you have ADHD, it means that and early developmental wounding, trauma, it means that your I can say your mental circumstances were definitely more diligence than a person with early developmental wounding but without ADHD.
Oh yeah,
And
of course.
yeah, and then of course the level of your hidden needs, or maybe the amount, and and the sort of your hidden needs, hidden and shame bind needs, will be extremely different. But
Of course.
definitely what's and Pete Walker and Heidi Phoebe, they, and of course, so toxic shame, what's his name, oh my goodness, I forgot.
Bradshaw, Bradshaw,
Bradshaw,
Bradshaw.
John Bradshaw. They said that that um, one of the most difficult problem with people. One of the most difficult problem is the awareness. Is not only the awareness of our needs, but the, I can say, a kind of permission to ourselves to ask for help with. So,
Yeah.
and but there we have two splitted version too. So two splitted levels too. So for
Split.
one
Yeah.
sort of, yeah. So for one sort of problems, we will ask for help. For example, I can ask you for help when it comes to, I don't know, to what?
Yeah,
I
like
don't imagine.
something which you think is simple and deserves to
Yeah,
be like you can ask for it, right? Like in
I can
according to
ask
your,
for it. Yeah.
you think it's okay to ask for help, but then there are certain
Yes.
categories or I don't know, certain situations or issues that
Yes.
these two wheels they overlap, right? Because she also drew those like those three diagrams, four diagrams, and they also
Yeah.
pretty nicely are able to illustrate what actually happens, yeah, to us within
Yes.
our
And
area.
when she compares these two sort of people, so normal people.
Yeah,
So
types, yeah.
let's say, average secure people, and people with CT-PTSD and early developmental wounding, where you have
Yeah.
so needs. When it comes to needs, people with CPTSD, they have an extraordinary, humongous number of needs, and
Yes.
they have to be aware of it.
Yeah.
But it's almost not possible because they believe they are not worthwhile and they are hopeless and helpless and they cannot ask for help because in fact all of they do not recognize their needs as needs, but they recognize their needs, for example, as being pathetic, lazy, and worthless, etc. And they think, for example, if I feel that I have this feeling or I have this need, it
Yeah.
means that I am not, that I didn't work enough, that I should try more, that I should be more. I should be better. That not that I should fulfill this need. No,
Yeah.
I should think about myself that I'm stupid and worthless, and I have to work more and I have to work harder because I mustn't feel this need, and this that's the most tricky thing. And but not only the amount of the need and the awareness of our needs are so the amount of our needs are extremely
Huge. Yeah.
big, huge. And when you compare it with the amount of needs of average people, it looks like,
A
kind
disproportion. Yeah. Complete. Yeah.
absolutely. So people with CPTSD has a ton of needs, and for example, average people, so secure people, they have, let's say, 1 kilogram of needs.
Yes, if we can put that into kilograms, yeah. But
Yeah, for
Ashu, wouldn't
example.
you
Yeah,
say, because like I'm listening to you now talking about it again and
maybe it's not good to
summarizing.
listening to
No,
me.
no, no, it's
That
very
I'm
good. No, it's excellent. I just want to maybe add that maybe Phoebe forgot to mention, or maybe some part is missing, because sometimes you also have like I think one more aspect is missing, because it just came to my mind now that we have this huge circle of needs where the CPTSD, let's say, survivor is like, this person knows that the needs are there, but then I think this is also connected to this limerence obsession, where they try to find the victim, where they can, kind of pour all of those needs onto that person. So, you know what I
and
mean?
that person should fulfill all of these
All of
needs,
those needs. And if
and
they
this
don't,
person should read in your mind.
exactly. And if they don't, like I'm talking about, also cases where people or children grow up in these, domestic violence circumstances, right? These environments where they are totally neglected. And even like, obviously, I don't think we can compare mental violence versus physical violence. Is either worse? I don't think so. You cannot say that this one is worse or this one is better. It's violence, right? And everybody is born with a different type of sensitivity, and personality, so automatically they go through it in a different way. But yeah, connecting it with this limerence, right? So these human beings later grow up to kind of, yeah, just looking for victims, let's say victims, which they can kind of just throw everything that they have, their burdens. Like I'm typically thinking about
Yeah,
children growing up in with
absolutely. But they do
violence,
not
yeah,
think about
violence.
them like about victims.
No, of course not.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they put them on the pedestal, and they think about them as about, that they idealize them, and they think, for example, the men of women, because it's absolutely over gender.
Yeah, yeah. There's
You
no
there's no, yeah, and you
specific
think about this
gender.
person, yeah, that she or he is absolutely perfect, but no one is perfect.
No.
And because of her or his perfection, he will help me and he will do everything I want, and no, I need, not I want, I need, because I have no idea what I need. So I have no idea what I want because I have no idea what I need. I, for example, only think, for example, I can tell you that, you drive me mad, but I have no idea why. So I have no
That's an
idea.
interesting trigger. Like,
Yeah. So I know which part of your behavior triggers me, but I have no idea why. I have
Yeah,
no idea
exactly.
why, for example, looking at me like this can trigger me. No, it doesn't. It does not trigger me. But for example,
No, now, of course,
yeah,
I'm neutral.
but
I
I
know
have
that you're
yeah.
neutral. We're neutral.
Yeah, but I have to understand not only where is the trigger, but what's going on with the trigger. So, what's the clue
Yeah.
of the trigger? So, what's going on with me when you, for example, look at me like that, and why I feel so small and so worthless and so, like a sworn
Like a
crispy fried
worm.
insect,
Oh,
like a
yeah, worm,
worm,
sure. Yeah.
crispy fried insect. And why? So where's the origin? And in fact, I have to unroot all of this,
Layers.
all of these layers, and but I can do it only if I have a huge amount of self work. So first of all, you have to be willing for self working. Without self working, there is no therapy. So without self working, there is no healing.
No.
And even if you are not able, for example, to if you are not able to have therapy because of money, because of place of living, etc. As Heidi said, you have to start with learning, so with educating yourself about your problems or about your issue, about your woundings, and if you because if because only if you are aware of something you can go through it. So you can, because when you are not aware of your enemy, if you cannot see your enemy, you have no idea what's the direction of your fight, and you are not even aware of the fact that you are arrested, that your mind, that your thoughts are arrested, that your emotions are bound, that
Bound,
you're
yes.
bound. And as you said, it's a kind of a victim. So, but the point is that if you find that if that we that we are growing up in at least two different environments, so secure environments and unsecure environments, even if it's, of course, so very, I can say, schematic, takie schematyczne, nie?
Yeah,
Schematic,
schematic, exactly,
and
according to a
yeah,
scheme.
and a kind of stereotype. But let's uh, uprościć coś. Let's make it easier. Let's make
Or
it easier. So
simpler. Yeah, let's
simpler,
simplify
simpler.
something.
Let's simplify it. So just for our needs now.
Yeah,
So
for the sake of
we
this
are
conversation.
absolutely. So
Yes.
we are growing up in at least two different environments, and they are extremely different, and they influence ourselves on two extremely different ways. So secure environment and unsecure environment. And now, um, according to a rule, even if there is no rule, but according to the general rule, if you are growing up in the secure environment, you will not uh, agree for unsecure relationship. So at the beginning, yes, because maybe you think someone not will change, but you will explain your needs because you were taught how to explain your needs, how to tell explicitly what your needs are and what you need
What you're
for,
feeling, yeah, exactly.
what you feeling are, etc. And you believe, even if it's unconscious, even if you do not think about it, but you internally believe that you will explain your needs and the other person, and you are absolutely but unconscious sure that the other person is willing to cooperate and to co-regulate with you. But the point is, if this person was growing up in an insecure environment, he or she will be probably unwilling to meet
Yeah,
your
reluctant and afraid. Yeah,
to meet your needs,
yeah.
or maybe, but not unwilling on the conscious way.
No,
It's
of course.
all of it, it's somewhere here
Yeah, because
in
we have
between
different
body and
languages,
mind.
right? We have the verbal
Yeah,
language form of communicating. We have
absolutely.
the body language. We have emotions. I mean, we are very
Yeah,
complex
but of
beings.
course there are a plethora of people in between. So because when you divide society and environment between secure and insecure, it means that there is a very there we have very rigid and
Frames.
strict borders.
Okay.
But in fact there are no strict borders, so there is always a continuum, and we are always in between the pathology and norma, pathology, norma, pathology, norma. We are always in between, but we can,
Balance between the two. Yeah,
we
somehow.
we can balance. So if insecure people, if insecure person, or just person who was growing up in insecure environment meets another person which and who he or she was growing up in insecure environment, and if, for example, they are both suffering from
PTSD. Yeah.
yes, PTSD and attached wounding,
Wounding. Yeah.
early attached wounding. It means that they will be victims for each
Each
other,
other. Gosh,
and it depends.
complicated.
Now it depends on the level of the sometimes, but.
Not
It's not
always.
from Phoebe's, from Heidi's speeches, and it's not from Pete Walker's.
Walker.
It's now it's only in my mind according to my personal experience, that it now, and when two people from insecure environment with this attachment wounding, when they are together,
Yeah.
then the victim, so who will be the victim? The victim will be the person who is not enough strong, for
So
example,
who
and
isn't strong enough? Yeah, to defend
who is,
themselves.
and
Yeah.
it can be on the mental level or
Physical.
physical level. Yeah, because, for example, if you have a very strong, let's say, woman now. For example, if you have a woman who is very, strong in the mental,
Mentally.
on the mental, mentally, and the other person from the insecure environment, for example, he's a very sensitive, he is hyper vigilant, and he's not violent person, so he doesn't, for example, use violence. And as I have just told you, I am
Yeah.
talking about my personal
Yes.
experience. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, my it was a story of my grandma and my grandpa from my father's side. So my grandma, so both of them, they both were from insecure environments, and they both were suffering from some kind of PTSD, early
Trauma.
developmental wounding. But as I was told by my father, mother, uncles, etc., my grandpa, he was a very sensitive person, hyper vigilant. He was very, he has never, he has never hit
He had
anyone.
never. Yeah.
He had
He
never.
had never. Yeah.
He had never, because he's that. Yeah, he had never hit anyone. He was absolutely non-violent person, but he was hyper vigilant, and his emotional needs, when it comes to his emotional needs, they
Yeah.
were not fulfilled. They were not fulfilled during his childhood. But my grandma, he was a very aggressive person, and he was.
Sushi.
And her violence were both physical and verbal,
Okay.
and mental violence, and he occurred him to die. He made a suicide.
Oh, he, no, like
She,
she
she, she,
pushed
she,
him.
she
She
pushed
pushed
him, thank
him.
you. Tak, doprowadziła go, tak?
Or she made him commit suicide.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So she pushed him to commit suicide.
Oh
He was
gosh.
so helpless and forceless because of one thing in their life, but it was the drop,
The trigger.
which the
It was
trigger,
the trigger
czy
that
ta,
pushed it.
czy ta kropla, która przelewa czarę, nie? It was the trigger
Which pushed him.
which pushed him to commit suicide, and that's the reason I am paying your attention on the gender, and that for example, in my family, I am able to recognize both, so men's and women's violence, and men's and women's victims. But in fact, I cannot. I know I'm not able to list at least one couple in my family which are formed by two secure people, and all of couples in my family, which I'm now aware of, they are formed by two unsecure people with C-PTSD, early developmental wounding, attachment problems, and each of them, they are one victim, but it depends. It's she's the victim or he is the victim. For example, when it comes to my parents, my mother was the victim, my father was the bully. But he was the unsecure person too. Absolutely.
So
He
like
was the PTSD survivor too. But when it comes to triggers, he behaved in very specific way. So with aggression, and my mother, of course, behaves still behaving in very specific way too, with but in a different, definitely different way. That's the reason I just wanted to put our attention on the victim.
Draw our
So,
attention. Draw our attention to something.
Draw attention, because draw attention because victim, it doesn't mean that the victim is
there are
always
different.
a
It's
woman, and man is always the person who is, for example, the bully. But definitely, and I think that Phoebe talks about it in the speech about limerence, that
yes.
if we have two unsecure people, so two people, for example, with which live in the story, and for example, if I am telling you my story, my fake story, and you are telling me your story, we are not able to
connect.
to connect and to form a kind of intimacy.
No.
But of course, what often, not often, she said that often happens when the two unsecure people are together, because they are recognizing themselves, and of course,
I mean, there's a mirroring taking place in the other person's behavior.
And the other thing is that the secure person, real secure person, will not be with you, because she or he will reject you. Maybe not reject you as a person, but he or she will tell you,
speaking, of course.
if
not
you're
literally.
not willing to mirror my needs, if you're not able to cooperate with me, if you just want to fulfill your needs and change me, okay, but maybe it's okay for you, but it's not okay for me. That's the point. And I think because we have to finish our
We
class.
do. Oopsie, you're in a hurry. Okay, 10 minutes.
I want to draw our attention on one more thing, and do not drew our attention.
We draw our attention to a subject. So it's
draw our attention to
a
safe
specific subject. Yes.
environment. Yeah, because she said, and I find it extremely important. You
Yes.
know, I can tell you everything. So I can explain, you can explain me everything. So Joanna, look at you, you do X, Y, Z, etc., etc., etc. And
Mm-hmm.
I can be aware of everything. So I know that
Mm-hmm.
I have to change uh, X, Y, and Z. But if I do not live in a safe environment, it's not possible for me
No, no.
to solve my problems. It's not possible, because if I live with someone who is not willing to listen to me and to fulfilling my needs, and or to maybe not fulfilling but co-regulating with me,
Yeah,
it's not
co-regulation is a
possible.
very good word. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
co-regulation. Yeah, co-regulation. Not fulfilling. Sometimes is it is fulfilling. Sometimes it's not. It depends on the moment, on the
Of
context, on the
course.
person,
On the
etc.
problem.
But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but the yeah, co-regulation. So if
Mm-hmm.
I live in an environment when I am not able to, when I am able to be aware of my internal, so when I can
Mm-hmm.
conduct my internal self advocacy, so I can, I'm so
Advocate for myself. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the advocate for myself. I know everything about me, but there's the third step, because the first step
Yes.
is
Mm-hmm.
learning about it, and of course therapy if you can, etc. But then
Yeah.
you have the second step, and the second step is, and now I am quoting Phoebe, so properly allocating which needs are ours to fulfill for ourselves, etc., etc. So we have to make a kind of differentiation. So
Very
where
good. Yes.
yeah,
Differentiation.
differentiation,
Super.
where we
Mm-hmm.
end and where our other people begin. It's hard for
Exactly. Gosh,
people with
where's the
PTSD.
border?
For people with CPTSD, it's something like, unbelievable that
It's
it's
like
possible
rocket
to do.
science. Yeah, rocket science
Absolutely.
sometimes.
So we have to learn at least for 6 years, for example, to just to
To
see
figure
a
that
kind
out,
of
yeah?
light somewhere in the big black deep hole. Okay, there's something which I can name as a coin, a name as, for example, that I'm that that's my end, because people with CPSD, they have no borders, they do not
But
understand
it
the
works both
term.
ways. It works both ways because then it's also like you are easier exploited, easier like people
Yeah,
can use you and just squeeze everything out of
and
you.
just squeeze you.
Yeah, it's like
But as Heidi said, for us it's a kind of murky area. Absolute
murky. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
murky area. No, have no
Mm-hmm.
idea about it. But
Mm-hmm.
for example, if we are aware of our needs, if we work with ourselves, if we go to therapy, and we are really willing to understand our needs and to
Yeah. Learn
and
and change.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and to jak to było z tym reroot, outroot, yeah, and outroot all of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
Things.
is
Mm-hmm.
the third phase, the third, I can say, period,
Mm-hmm.
which
We can
is
call it
stuck
phase, sure, or
which is
stage.
stuck if you are in an insecure environment. So, for example, if you are with a person, not only your partner, but maybe you live with your parent, maybe you live with your kids. We are not kids now, but they are adults, and they are not willing to co-regulate with you. If they are
Oh.
not,
Mm.
you are not able to fulfill your external self advocacy, so you are not
Mm-hmm.
able to explain, so you are not able to tell them, so you are telling them, for example, I'm telling you, and I had in my mind, I had, I don't know, a ton, a billion of examples from my
Mm-hmm.
personal life when I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to explain what are my needs. Exactly, explicitly, what are my needs. But I was telling
I was being told. I was
I was
being
being,
told.
being told, yeah. Oh, but I
Very
was
good. I
being
was being
told,
told, yes.
I was being told that I'm wrong. I'm wrong. For example, I feel that I'm sad because of your behavior. I'm sad. I do not judge you, but I just want to tell you that, for example, now I am talking to me. You haven't responded on my email yet. So I didn't. I haven't responded for your email. So you haven't responded for my email for example, 7 days, and I'm sad. I'm very sad. And now I should tell you, no, you are wrong. You shouldn't feel sad. Don't be
How dare
sorry.
you? How
How
dare you
dare
feel
you?
sad that I didn't respond
Don't
to
be
your
so.
email?
You are oversensitive. You know you are over. You are hyper vigilant person. Please
What's your
stop.
problem?
Please,
What's your
what's your
problem?
problem?
Yeah.
It means that you live in an insecure environment, and it means that you are not able to fulfill the third step. And if you are not able to do it, you are not able to heal from your resentment, from the whole feeling of being a kind of a jerk, a kind of social jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like social jerk.
Oh,
and
that's the
and
name
that's
is
very
okay.
sad. And that's very sad. And unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I have to go because I have
Go.
only 30 minutes to go through the passport control and
Oopsie.
find my gate.
Go, go, go,
So
go,
I'm
go.
sorry. Exit,
No.
not gate. Thank you very much for today,
Great.
Monia. I'm
Thank
sorry
you
that
too.
that now you don't have time for sharing your thoughts. Please
Part
say
two to
something
be
for the end.
continued.
Say
No, I
something for
wish
the
you a
end, please.
pleasant flight and
Thank you.
all the best. Take care. Happy taking off and happy landing and have fun in Croatia. No, Macedonia.
Macedonia.
Sorry.
Croatia. Shame on you.
Yeah,
Shame
shame
on
on
you. Shame
me.
on
Oh
you.
gosh. Take care. Bye
Shame
bye.
on you.
Go
Thank
and
you
catch
very
your
much.
flight.
See you
Thank you.
tomorrow. See you tomorrow at
Yes,
11.
of course.
And
Aye, aye,
calling
Captain.
you when I'm in Skopje.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care.
Thank
Ciao.